2 years ago, I was actually playing forward, but decided to switch to being a defender. I guess throughout my career, I've always been a decent defender. It was starting to get to a point where it was a serious debate for me, being forward or defender. I felt like it was a good move to make, and I'm really happy with it now. I want to be a top defenseman in a team and someone who can lead a team to a championship. That's my goal. I'm Tom Willander, 11th pick overall, Vancouver Canucks. My childhood was occupied for sure. Obviously there was a lot of time that went into hockey pretty early. Mostly after school, it was straight to the practices. I didn't have too much time to hang out with my friends, but I feel like it's worth it now in the end. When I was 4 or 5, I remember first going to the hockey school nearby. I got like a 100 flex wooden stick, probably cut in half. It was probably the hardest stick on the whole ice, but it was the one I had to play with. My mother and father have always been super supportive of me playing hockey. I've always had the stability from back home with my father and mother. I mostly rely on my father. I feel like he's been the closest to me throughout my career. So if there's ever something I need to look at on the ice, I feel like he's the one I can speak to the most. The first really big tournament I ever played was probably the Brick tournament. And I think I'm one of very few Swedish people that has ever played it. I got to play for Team Alberta. It was both very fun, interesting, but also a bit of an eye-opener playing against people my age from overseas. I definitely remember that tournament.
Things set up. Otto Stenberg, Willander, towards the net, score! Enstrom again, maybe the tip in front. And did he get a touch for a second power play goal?
To represent Sweden in my country means a lot. It's where I've spent all my time. And you know, all the superstars being from Sweden, playing in the NHL, they all did it, they all represented the country. So for me to be able to wear the same jersey and do my thing is big.
Vancouver Canucks are proud to select from Rögle, Swedish Junior League, Tom Willander.
I think it's amazing being able to play for Vancouver, having the history with all the Swedish players here, especially Daniel and Henrik Sedin being as dominant as they were and having their history here. To be able to potentially continue their legacy is amazing. I'd say what I've learned most through this whole process of drafting and interviews and everything, I feel like just being through all of this, you just gain a sense of being professional at all times. Being a first-round draft pick, I know that there's a lot of pressure put on me. There's those people who think that you will shine and will be good enough, and then there's of course those who think otherwise. Both those sides fuel me up because I feel like I want to prove the people that think I'm good enough right, and I want to prove to the people that don't think I'm good enough that they're wrong, and that's what I'm here to do.